how are you? I hope that your Thursday is going well so far. It is kind of a chilly day here, chilly by Florida standards at least. We actually had to break out the sweaters this morning. So, of course, by Friday it's going to be, I think, like up in the 80s again. So we'll take it while we can, though. At least this morning it was a little bit chilly or cool, as we like to say. So it's feeling like fall, at least here for us. So hopefully it's going well for you. I wanted to hop on here and share a lot of different products that we have been receiving, compliments of my work through Modern Mommy. So various products. Hi, how are you? Hey, Ruby. I wanted to come on here and just share a variety of products that we've been receiving through Modern Mommy, and just kind of share some things, because I know that people are looking for gift ideas already, or I know that book fairs are happening in schools for kids, and a lot of the products that we've been receiving have been books. Like a ton of books is what we have to show you today, but not all. Some of them are not books. But I'm actually going to show you, because this is kind of just cute, and my kids were laughing it up. This is something that I actually bought at Walmart. They're these cute little napkins for Halloween, and I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them here? They say, "I like big bolts, and I cannot lie." And we were dying because we love puns in our house. Like, my daughter likes to say, "I'm punny." Um, she's just silly like that. She loves puns. My youngest son, who's 6, he's kind of caught on to it, and my husband likes to deny. It is funny, isn't it? We love it. He likes to deny that he doesn't like pun, but he kind of like laughs as he rolls his eyes when my daughter's making her punny jokes. But I saw these at Walmart, and I just was like dying hysterically in the aisle, and I was like, I have to get these. So these are at Walmart, and they're just cute, and I put them in their lunchbox. So those are fun. So I wanted to show you those. Okay, so before I get to the books, I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that we've received. So one of them is Just Dance 2018. Just came out this week, I believe. I think it came out on Tuesday. So you can pick that up, and it's available for like pretty much all of the platforms. I got it for Wii U. We also could have gotten it for our Xbox 360. We're a big gaming family, honestly, and we have almost all of the consoles. But we control it for the kids. But anyway, Just Dance 2018 is out, and it has Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee, so you guys can definitely have fun dancing with that. It also has the songs by Beyonce, Shakira, Selena Gomez. It even has Moana's How Far I'll Go on it. So you and the kids will have fun dancing with that. I know that my kids are already fans of the Just Dance franchise, and they enjoyed last year's game, the 2017 version, so I know that they're going to enjoy dancing to this one. We haven't tested it out yet. I think it literally came in the mail yesterday, so we haven't broken it out just yet, but I'm sure that this weekend they're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So that's one thing, gift idea for the upcoming holidays. Something else that we received is this game called Story Bowl. I'm not really familiar with it. It came in the mail. It's really small. It's like a deck of cards, but it seems interesting, and I'll read you a little bit of what it says on the back. It says, "It's a crazy dream you had. You'll speak, act, and squeak out clues to your own micro stories. And there's millions of potential stories. Story Bowl is different every game." So I'm kind of curious to see how this game will work out. Like I said, it's a deck of cards basically. So, it's pretty easy to take with you if you travel over the holidays. If you go to a hotel, or if you go to friends and families and stay with them, you can easily take this game with you and have fun playing. It's up to 4 players. So it could be a fun game for family. I was told by the people who emailed me about it that you need to be able to read So the young kids won't be able to play, but if they're able to read, at least if they're of reading age, like my young son who's 6, he should be able to play. But I think they said that the recommended age is 8 and up, if I remember the email correctly. So I don't know, we're gonna give it a try and see how it goes. I'm definitely kind of curious to see how it goes, see if he can handle it at 6, or if it's definitely, you know, made for 8 and up, or if just reading is gonna be enough. We'll see how it goes. But Story Bowl, maybe a fun game idea for you and the family. I know that games is something that we're kind of always looking for, and we sometimes get bored of playing the same ones over and over and over. So if you're looking for a new game idea, Story Bowl might be something that you can look into and see if it's right for your family. All right? So on to the tons and tons of books that I have to show you, but I think you're gonna love a lot of them. So I'm gonna start with the Halloween ones. These are from Macmillan Publishing. This is a board book, so it might be for like the youngest readers in your household. Although I have to say, if you have a kid who loves, hey Amira, if you have a kid who loves to read in your household, like my daughter is almost 12, she will read just about anything. She grabbed this board book and read it. I mean, she honestly will read everything. And she read it to her brother. And my son, who is almost 7, he read it as well. You know, the fact that it's a board book, he did not care. So this is Peep and Egg, I'm Not Trick-or-Treating. And apparently this is a series, because on the back I see that there is another book here, Peep and Egg, I'm Not Hatching. So I guess this is a known series from Peep and Egg. But this is the Halloween one that came out, I'm Not Trick-or-Treating. And, you know, it walks through as to reasons why one of the characters does not want to go trick-or-treating and is scared about going trick-or-treating. So a fun book for little kids to talk about Halloween and enjoy a little story time. So that's one book from Macmillan Publishing. Actually, I believe all of these books that I'm about to show you are from Macmillan Publishing. Here's another one that's Halloween themed. This one's called Monster Trucks. Sorry, here you go. Monster Trucks. You see that? And so this one is a rhyming book, if I remember. Yes, this one is a rhyming book. And you can see that there's skeletons. So it's just a fun picture book to read with your kids and get into the Halloween mood. So check that one out. Like I said, I know that book fairs are coming up. I know my son's school is having one, I believe next month, or in the like 1 or 2 weeks in November. So, you know, maybe you can get some ideas to look into in the book fair, or if you gift books for your kids or nieces, nephews, cousins, etc., all the other kids that you have to give gifts to in the holiday season, you know, maybe some of these books will be good for that. This is a fall book called Fall Friends. And, I mean, how cute is that little elephant? So adorable, right? In the back it says, what's better than a fall day in the country? A friend to share it with. So just a nice story, you know, to share with the kids, fall themed. So you can have a Halloween / fall story time to share with your kids. All right, next is Truckaroo School. And I believe, if I remember when I read this with the kids, was about how all the trucks are having their day at school, or how all the trucks are going to school and have a day at school. So this could be good for kids who go to school, just to see how, I guess, trucks go to school. I think we actually got this towards the beginning of the school year. But I hadn't had a chance to share it with you guys yet. This one I know we definitely received at the beginning of the school year. And it's a good one to share with kids about the first day of school, which obviously we've passed that time yet, but it's still a good read regardless. This is school's first day of school. And this was really fun because it gives the viewpoint of the first day of school from the school's point of view, like the building, the school building. shares their point of view, or its point of view, sorry, its point of view of what the first day of school is like. So that's really fun for the kids to see what the first day of school is like for the building. Just kind of different, at least. And my kids really enjoyed that, especially my son. He thought it was really cool and just different to see that. So check that one out, School's First Day of School. And if anything, I think that teachers would enjoy this book if you were to pick this one up and donate it to a classroom. I think that teachers would really enjoy this book, having this in their classroom library. Okay, continuing on with books from Macmillan Publishing. These are actually for middle grades. So this one is called Amid Stars and Darkness. And these are for actually not so much middle grades, but more for like the high school crowd, because it does say it's starting like grade 8 and up. And I was reading the summary on the back, and it's not a book that I would let my daughter read just yet, even though, you know, she can handle the text. That's not the issue. But content-wise, I don't think that I would let her read it just yet, because it does deal with some romance, and I even skimmed through, and there was like talk about how one of the characters was touching the girl like on the thigh and raising her nightgown up. And I was like, okay, no, you know, not just yet. She's not 12 yet. She's in 6th grade. So I think I'm going to wait a little bit before I introduce this book to her, you know, probably until she gets into, I think the recommendation that the book publishers have of grade 8 and up is a good recommendation. But of course, you know, you decide that amongst you and your family, and you know your kids best. But it is an interesting plot, as in it's like an alien princess is hiding out on Earth, and the human girl is mistaken for that alien princess, and then is kidnapped by the aliens because they think it's her. So definitely an interesting plot and an interesting storyline. I know that my daughter would love it if she could read it, if she was allowed by us. So when she gets a little older, I think she's gonna love this for sure. It seems right up her alley. This other one is also for the tweens or teens, and it's called Patrick Griffin's First Birthday on Ith. And it's actually the second book in a series. It says here on the back that the third book is coming out summer of next year. So this is the second book in a series. I haven't decided if it's one that she can read. I think so. I think it's safe enough content-wise that my daughter would be able to read it in 6th grade. Like I said, she's in 6th grade. She's almost 12. I think it's safe enough, but I haven't been able to skim it all the way through or find out enough information about it. But I think so. So Patrick Griffin's First Birthday on Ith, and as you can see from the cover, you know, definitely a fantasy book. And that's definitely something that my daughter really, really enjoys. She loves the fantasy genre, so this is something that I think she would also enjoy. All right, back to the picture books. This one is actually by Doyen Richards, and you guys probably know him. He's known as Daddy Doing Work. He has a blog of his own. He's on Facebook. And this one is called What's the Difference? Being Different is Amazing. Can you guys see that? All right. So like I said, this is from, he's known as Daddy Doing Work. And I think this is going to be an amazing, amazing book. And how timely is it? Definitely a good one to add to your home library. And it's just got some really great imagery. Can you see that? You know, and some great messages. Like, it's the same with your friends. Listen to their stories. Things like, don't be colorblind. The sky is blue during the day and black at night. So I think this is a lovely book, and I think it's a good one that we should all probably have in our home libraries and maybe even donate it to the classroom libraries as well, because we definitely need more of these kinds of books right now, and our children need to hear these messages. So definitely check that one out. It says that it's already been released. It came out in September, so look for that book, okay? Along the same lines, this book is called Someone Like Me. And this one came out in July, so it's something you can already find in stores, called Someone Like Me. And you can see it's got really pretty illustrations. Isn't that pretty? So we haven't read this one as a family yet, but I think it's, just looking over the illustration style, I think it's going to be one that my kids are really going to enjoy as well. So look for that one, Someone Like Me. And then this one is called Falling Water, and it's actually about Frank Lloyd Wright. So the subtitle is The Building of Frank Lloyd Wright's Masterpiece. This came out last week, October 17th, so you should be able to find that one as well. So, and books that are based on history, I think, are good ones for kids as well. Look, you can flip it this way too. And so I think that, when we have books that are based on history, the kids are able to pick up on historical aspects, and just kind of learn a little bit, but through the fictional story too. So I like it when books can combine things like that. So look for that one. And then this is After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. So this one is probably an extension of Humpty Dumpty's story, but even if it's like, if you just go by the title, what the message of getting back up again after you fall, that's a good message for kids, right? So this is by the same author as Beekle. Hope I'm getting the name right. I think so. Beekle, which is a book that you should also check out. But very similar to some of the other books. Hi! You can see that the illustrations in it are really, really pretty and just beautiful. And I mean, how great to get kids thinking, like, what did happen to Humpty Dumpty after he fell? So, After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. Go check that one out. It also is already available. It came out October 3rd, okay? All right, so those are all the books from Macmillan Publishing. Now, this one, the next three books are poetry books. So this one is from Scholastic, A Stick is an Excellent Thing. Poems celebrating outdoor play. So all of the poems in this book are about going outside to play. And so I think that those are really good, and poems are always fun to read. And some of them are, some of them are longer. Like this one takes up 2 pages. But some of them are shorter and just kind of silly. Like this one is about playing jacks. But you can see that there's a lot of diverse illustrations, so that's always good, right? So this one was a really fun read for the kids as well, and a great topic, just about playing outside. This one's about hopscotch. So a lot of fun poems in here. This one is from Candlewick Press, and it's A Song About Myself, a poem by John Keats. And it's from Candlewick Press, like I said, but what is interesting about it is that, if I remember right, they are redoing, an original poem from John Keats. They're retelling it. So go check that one out. pretty good. All right, and this book is Out of Wonder, Poems Celebrating Poets. So what they've done in this book, this is also from Candlewick Press. What they've done in this book is they've done original poems that are honoring or celebrating famous poets. So for example, hold on one second, let me find a good one here. Alright, so for example, this poem here is celebrating Langston Hughes. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Jazz Jive Jam. Can you see it there? Okay, so it's written by someone else, not by Langston Hughes, but it's celebrating or honoring Langston Hughes. And you can find similar poems like that throughout the book. You know, celebrating Maya Angelou, Emily Dickinson, Pablo Neruda, and a lot of different poets in here. So this is definitely something that you might want to add to your home library. Probably worth checking out, okay? So that's called Out of Wonder, Poems Celebrating Poets from Candlewick Press. Okay, a couple of more books. I told you I had a lot of books to share with you. Okay, the next 3 books are from Downtown Bookworms. This is all about space rocks. So this is a nonfiction book. This one is called Spacetacular. You see it? And it comes with this little insert here, which are real space rocks. So my son was all over this book. Just the fact that he could, you know, take out the space rocks and play around with them, touch them, get the texture of those as he read through and learned about rocks and space and planets. So a good nonfiction book if you're learning about rocks or if your child is interested on space in general, really. Worth checking out for sure. The next 2, also from Downtown Bookworms, are about superheroes. So this one is the official DC superhero joke book. Now, we tend to be more of Marvel fans in this household. Not that we don't like DC, it's just that most of the superheroes we like are from Marvel. However, my daughter, who I first told you is into punny jokes, she loved browsing through this joke book and harassing her father with the quote-unquote not so great jokes in here. So this is perfect for children who love to tell jokes that might not be like the funniest jokes, but they just love to tell those kinds of jokes. For example, is Wonder Woman excited to meet the president? Answer, are you kidding? She's Diana, meet him. Get it? She's Diana, meet him. Because Wonder Woman's name is Diana. Get it? Yeah. So those are the types of jokes that you'll find in this joke book. And the types of jokes that my daughter, the punny one, just loves to tell and had her father rolling his eyes about. So the official DC superhero joke book, worth checking out or worth looking into if you have kids who enjoy jokes. The other DC superhero book we have here is The Big Book of Girl Power. And this one is all about the female superheroes in the DC universe. So how great is that, right? Because we don't often hear about all of the female superheroes. So this is great, not just for girls, but for the boys in your life too, so that they can be introduced to all of those female superheroes out there in the DC franchise, at least. So yeah, we got Supergirl, Catwoman, Bumblebee, as you saw, of course, Wonder Woman. They even have Raven from Teen Titans. So really, really cool book with information on various superheroes and their background. We have Katana here too. And their background. So a good book for kids who are into superheroes, so that you can go beyond some of those traditional superheroes that you're always hearing about and introduce them to some of the female superheroes so they can learn a little bit more about their background, okay? So, in the last two books I have, one is from Disney Hyperion Books. Sorry about that. One is from Disney Hyperion Books, and it is The 12 Days of Christmas. And so this is just, you know the song, The 12 Days. On the 12 days, I'm not sure what the official title is. Forgive me for that. But that song, in book form, is for the kids to have fun with. And this is a very early copy that is not even bound yet. So you can see though, but for kids who like who are being introduced to counting, or who are who like kind of that, who are in those early stages, who need counting, who need short stories and things like that, this would be a really good book for them. You can see 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming. So 12 Days of Christmas from Disney Hyperion Books. So that's a good one. Alright, and the last book I have to show you is actually from a blogger friend of ours, from Monica at Mommy Maestra. And her book is the Latino Family's Guide to Homeschooling. And congratulations, first of all, Monica, on publishing your book. Huge, huge congratulations to you. And thank you for sending me a copy of this book. We are not a homeschooling family. However, I am going to read through this because I think we all homeschool to some extent. We all, have some education at home, even if our kids are in traditional school, which my kids are, but we're always talking with them. And I think my kids are always learning no matter where they are, at home, out in public, and of course, when they're in school. So I'm going to read through this. But if you don't know Monica, she's over at mommymaestra.com. So definitely go check her out. And I think it's the same here on Instagram, Mommy Maestra, Maestra. So her book is The Latino Family's Guide to Homeschooling. She has been homeschooling her kids, I believe. I could be wrong here, but I believe she's been homeschooling her kids since they've been of school age. So she has a lot of great information on how to homeschool your kids and resources, and she is a lovely, sweet person. So, and she just had a baby not too long ago, so congratulations to her on her newborn. So definitely go and check out her book, and it's on Amazon, and go check out her blog and look for her on Instagram. She's a good person to know, and she is a wealth of knowledge and information, resources. So if you're thinking about homeschooling, or if you just need some resources, go look for her book, okay? See it there? All right. So I think, let me just double check. Yes, that is everything that I had to show you. It was a lot of books. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you got some good ideas for upcoming book fairs, or for the holiday season, for gift ideas. I hope you enjoyed all of those books, plus the games, and of course, our napkins. You want to see them again? Hold on. The napkins. I like big bolts, and I cannot lie. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great Thursday and a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will chat with you another time. Bye.